Today, we've got advertised as a club assembly with me as a speaker, and that's really not going to be much of the case. Yeah, applause for that. Thanks, Ken.
You're welcome.
But I do want to bring Adi up. She is going to do her presentation to us.
Okay, so I'm gonna talk to you about my beautiful little country in Northern Europe. And so I start with the flag. So the flag, the blue it represents all the lakes, and the white represents all the snow that we get. We get a lot of snow. Okay. So the population of Finland is about 5.5 million, and Finland is a republic and a member of the European Union. We are located in Northern Europe, and we share borders with Sweden, Norway, and Russia. Primary religion in Finland is Lutheran Church, and two official languages are Swedish and Finnish. And also in Lapland, there is Sami languages spoken by the people who live in the very north, in the border of Norway. And that's where we are. We're there in up Europe. Economy. The largest sector of economy is services, followed by manufacturing and refining. Electronics, metal products, forest industry, and chemicals are the largest industries, and some of the notable companies in Finland include Rovio Mobile, Stora Enso, Neste Oil, and Åker Vineyards, and Kone. And also Angry Birds, that's Finnish, if you didn't know that. Okay, nature, we have 4 beautiful seasons, and it says 2 times and I don't know why. So the other one there with the lake is summer, but it's usually very short. It's, yeah, I don't really think it can be counted as a season. But, and the winter is very long and very dark. And we get usually a lot of snow, and you can see the Northern Lights. But I actually, first time I saw the Northern Lights was last year, but we saw them for 2 weeks from my home, from my window, and that was amazing. I loved it. Wow. And here is in autumn. It doesn't go like this where I live, but more north. It goes like this, and then there is a picture from the north in the winter. And that's something we always say in Finland. I'm going to talk also about education and culture. In Finland, we are very proud of our education system. And most of the schools are public, and education is free, and it's compulsory between the ages of 7 and 16. Primary school takes normally about 6 years, and lower secondary school takes about 3 years. And after lower secondary school, you can choose between vocational education and high school. And we have about 20 universities and 30 polytechnics. And Finnish school system is qualified as one of the best in the world. And we are very proud of that. And Finland school children are ranked among the best in the world year after year in PISA studies. And teachers are highly appreciated in Finland. And that means in Finland, teachers get paid very well. So it's a very popular job. And top scores are achieved where everyone has equal opportunities, and we have free education for all. So I'm also going to talk about Finnish culture and music. In music, Finland has many exceptional heavy metal bands, and Finland has hosted the Eurovision Song Contest once in 2007 after a heavy metal band called Lordi won the competition the previous year. And here is a picture of that. My grandma didn't like that, but and in Finland, sports are a very big thing. Like ice hockey is to us like your football. I think the same amount of support, and everyone is when the ice hockey championships come, everyone is watching it from the TV, and it's a huge thing. And our national sport is baseball, Finnish baseball, and it's very similar to European baseball, but a bit different. And fish and meat are commonly used in dishes in the western part of Finland, while the dishes from the eastern part have traditionally included various vegetables and mushrooms. In Finland, we use a lot of berries and wholemeal products. Here, the one on your right is Karelian pie, and then there is salmon soup, and there is blueberry pie, and mashed potatoes and reindeer meat with lingonberry, and that's very yummy. And there's 10 things you didn't know about Finland. The amount you get fined for speeding in Finland depends on the amount you earn. And like last year, a famous Ferrari driver got a ticket and it was very bad. Yeah, it was in the news. The land of thousands of lakes. I think you already knew this and it was in one of your things before the meeting. So I have another fact that Finland is the second best country to be a girl in, and the first one is Sweden. The land of the midnight sun. So in the summer, the sun doesn't set at all on some days, so it's light from the evening to the morning. We have free warm school lunch every day for all students any age. So I really like this. Yeah. Finland has the highest level of children's academic achievements for mathematics, reading, and science, ranked as the second most stable country in the world by UN, and Finland has the lowest population density of the European Union. There are 2.2 million saunas in Finland, and sauna is actually Finnish, so everyone has sauna. Finland is the home of Santa Claus, and he lives about 6 hours from my home. We are the second hardest language in the world, and that's like a sample of that. And we say system, we say järjestelmä, which is not even close to anything what any other country says. Okay, and Finnish character. And this is one I found on the internet. I thought it was very accurate because in Finland, when you like go to the bus stop, you're not going to talk to anyone that comes there. You don't know them. So that's like Finland vs America on this thing. I don't. Can you read it?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure it out.
It says America says, "Oh, hello, Finland. Great weather, isn't it? Almost as good as America. How are you, Finland? What are you doing?" And Finland says, "I'm waiting for the bus." And then in Finland, we don't practice small talk. So when, like in here, it's very common to ask everybody, like, how are you? In Finland, if you ask how are you, they expect to tell their whole life story. But in here, it doesn't always mean that. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about me and my family. I live in Western Finland. That's the orange area in the map. Our city, name of my city is Seinäjoki, which directly means wall river, but it's usually translated as river city. It's 3 hours from the capital Helsinki and 1 hour from the coast. And here is pictures from my family. I have 2 brothers and mom and dad, and I was adopted when I was 1 from Ethiopia. So there's a lot of pictures of my family, and I'm very close with my grandparents and my cousins. So there's a picture from my brother's graduation party with all my grandparents. And right now, my brothers, they're studying in university. The other one is studying pharmacy, and the other one is studying Master of Engineering. And my dad, he's a sales engineer, and my mom is at the moment studying to be ERC. That's what I found from the translator when I translated for that. And about me, I have singed my whole life, and I've done like professional singing for 12 years. I've been in choirs and musicals and everything. In the last 2 years, I got a degree from my local music institute. And in Finland, I study in Inchislain in high school, which means that I take part of my studies in English. And it was like for high school in Finland, because you don't have to go to high school. So you have to have good grades to go to high school, and you have to have even more good grades to get into the NGS line, because you have to be able to study in English too. So I really liked it, and I think it was a big impact on my English skills. Okay, so if you ever go to Finland, here are some useful tips that I think everyone you know that Finnish people drink the most coffee in the world, and I think it's very true. We drink coffee all the time, and it's very common. People usually learn to drink coffee very young. And if you go to someone's home, a plant or a flower for the hostess or host is normal. When entering someone's home, you have to take your shoes off. Do accept an invitation for sauna, and what everyone always in America finds shocking is that we go to sauna naked, and it's not weird. And the exchange students who come to Finland find it weird. And having a sauna is something completely natural, but that's a wrong number over there. The other one was correct. And Finns love karaoke. So the last one is, why did I want to be an exchange student? My family, we hosted about 10 exchange students when I was smaller. So I always admired all the exchange students that came to my home. They were like my big sisters, and I always thought, oh, that's what I want to do. And then when I went to high school, for my AGS line, a lot of people went because it was like an international line. And it has always been my dream, and I wanted to see a different part of the world and wanted to get a experience that I couldn't have later on in my life, and accept a new kind of normal to my life, to see a different kind of lifestyle. Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
So, do we have questions?
Yeah, I want to know, you have all these free education and everything else free, meals and the rest of it. Who pays for all of that?
Taxes?
You have the fewest people per acre, it seems like, of anywhere. The taxes cover all that?
Yeah. Cover what?
Taxes cover all the finance you need?
Oh, yes.
Because they're high.
Where's Dan?
Yes.
Yep.
So what is your impression of American schools?
I think.
And you can be honest. You can be honest.
Oh yeah, of course. You have a lot more art and choir and sports. We have sports separately. It's not combined with the school. And here, well, usually you get the homework from school and you have to return it, and they're going to grade it. And you get a lot of grades. In Finland, we have 6 periods, and you get a grade from 1 grade per subject. You don't get a lot of grades. You just get that one after the period is over, because it takes 4 weeks for 1 period. And I think the school is easier here, a lot easier. And yeah.
What classes are you taking?
I'm taking creative writing and choir and material science, algebra 2, and US history and American literature.
I want to note that she went up in science and added the creative writing, which is a higher level class, just because she's smart.
What school do you go to?
North
What school do you go to?
Oh, I go to North Thurston High School?
Go Rams!
Yeah. And it's cool that you have all the games here. It's cool, you can go and watch the football games with friends. I loved it.
Simple question, is the college and university education also free?
Yeah.
Right, so learning is free.
Yes.
Well, that's what America's
I'm going to ask her to talk a little bit about her interests, because we have opportunities to help her fulfill some of those things while she's here.
I like to do outdoor stuff, and I said a couple times that I wanted to go up into the mountain because it's so pretty, and we don't have any mountains in Finland. And I like all the cultural stuff, like music things and plays and stuff like that. And I love it to go to a football game with you. It was so fun. I've never been to a big football game before. No, soccer. Soccer game.
Never confuse them.
Yeah.
Football everywhere else I would.
That kind of thing I like to do.
I have a government question.
there a king or a queen or?
Oh, we
who's
have a
in charge?
president.
What's his name, her name?
Sauli Niinistö.
Is there elections or are they appointed or? how does that-
Oh, we had election, yeah.
Are your elections as much fun as ours are?
Very different.
Very different. Other questions?
Yeah.
Do you have ski resorts or do you go snowmobiling? Are there snowmobiles over there? So
We go downhill skiing, and then we also go to normal skiing. Like, I don't know what the other skiing is called.
Cross country.
Yes. Yes.
I see where the forest industry is widely used in Finland. When you harvest those trees, are they exported or are they used locally for homes and stuff?
They use locally, mostly.
Oh, okay.
Other? No? Thank you, Adi.